Hello, good evening, everybody.
Hi, ma'am. Good evening.
Good evening. So, I hope your last session was very much exciting. Yes?
Yeah, ma'am.
So, you learned a lots of things there, all the hard skills you learned, and some of you might be knowing all the hard skills, right? So, now we are going to start with the soft skills training. And before I start, can you tell me in the chat box whether you are excited to attend this training? If you are excited, please write excited in the chat box. Wow, that's great. So some of you have replied that yes, you are excited. So we will start with the session. And before I start with the session, just I have to share my screen. Just a second. Is my screen visible to you?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, so soft skills are the skills which are required a lot nowadays. Most of the time, we think that it is only the hard skills which we should learn, and we overlook soft skills, right? But they are very important. Nowadays, if you go to any kind of interview, the interviewers will judge you onto your soft skills also. How you are in your communication, how you will work in a team, whether you will be able to work in a group, and how you are going to face challenges. Everything would be measured. It's not like you will be only be asked about your hard skills. They will also look into your soft skills, and they will ask various questions to know whether you'll be able to face the challenges which. Okay, I'm so sorry, my mic was muted. Okay, so nowadays it is very important to know soft skills, right? So it is not only the hard skills which will help you to be successful in your life. It is soft skill also. And if I go through various surveys, it says at least 85% of soft skills are needed for a person to be successful, and only 15% of hard skills are needed. Yes, so let me move forward. Okay, here I wanted your name. It's okay, no problem. Okay, so what are soft skills? Soft skills are skills which help you to interact with people easily. So if we think about soft skills, under soft skill, everything comes like how you are communicating with people, how you are behaving with people, how you are working in a team, how you are adapting to different situations, and how you are facing stress, and how you are facing challenges, managing problems. All these things comes under soft skills. But the main problem here is that we overlook this skill. Maybe when we were child, our parents had taught us some values, like you should be good to others, you should be playing in team with your friends, you should be sharing, you should be caring. Okay, so all these things are needed even when we grow up. But as we grow up, as we study, as we acquire more and more hard skills, we forget all these things, right? But then nowadays it has become more and more important for us to learn soft skills also. You might have seen your managers or somebody senior in your office or somewhere else who has got a very impressive kind of character, right? And you also want that kind of character to be built inside you. But sometimes we think, no, that is a interpersonal skill of that person. That person is like that. Yes, he is having all those interpersonal skills and he can be like that, we cannot be, right? But that is not the thing. The moment we think that yes we can, and we are coming across such skills, we are seeing people to be so much influencing to be others, to others, and they are so much polite, they are so much impressive. At that point of time we also want to be like them. And the moment you know how to communicate with people, you know what to answer, what not to answer, you know where you should be quiet, where you should talk. If you know all these things, you will be able to be successful in your, not only your in your professional life, but also in your personal life, right? So soft skills are something which helps us to balance both our professional life as well as our personal life. It's not like when you are at your office you are talking politely to everybody, and when you are at your home you are rude to everybody. No, these are some skills which should be means practiced all the time, everywhere. And the moment when you practice these things, you will know what will happen. All the work of yours would be becoming easy. And why it will be becoming easy? Because your relationship would be developed with other people, right? So just I can give you one example here. Say for example, you are going to stay in a PG, right? And there is one owner, PG owner, whose rent is 8,000 rupees. Yes, but his behavior is very good. He would understand you. He has a good relation with you, and he won't poke you all the time on the first of the month, right? And there is another PG owner whose rent is only 3,000 rupees, but he keeps on poking you all the time, give me the rent. He don't have any relation with you, he doesn't understand you, whether you have got the salary or not. Or even he disturbs you all the time, that don't waste so much of water, don't waste so much of electricity. With which PG owner would you like to stay? Just message me in the chat box. Which PG owner would you choose, the first one or the second one? Yes, correct. See, even if the rate is high, we are checking on the behavior of the person, right? And same applies to our personal life also. If you are working in some office and you are facing challenges with a smile, you are able to work with your team together, right? That is when the company will also think, yes, this person is good and we can give promotion to him because he has the capacity to deal with stresses, to face challenges, and he knows how to face problems, right? But the moment, like when you will be working in any corporate office, there would be many kind of problems which will come across you, right? And at that point of time you cannot crib and say, no, I will not work on these. You have to face all those challenges, right? So these are the reasons why soft skills are needed. Okay, and they are personal qualities which can help develop good relationship, smooth communication, at the same time helps to get the work done quickly, as I already told you. And these skills are needed, indeed very important for every business to be successful. As I already told you, every business needs soft skills, and that is why they need soft skills in their employees, because the employees are the face of the company. Okay, it's not the company which is talking to people, it is the employees who are talking to the people, right? And that's why they want soft skills to be there in their employees. Even if I give you the example of Tata, now even now Ratan Tata, he is such a rich man, then too he is so much down to earth, just because he has values, he knows how to talk to people, and that is the only reason why Tata is still present in our country. Otherwise we don't know, if they wouldn't have soft skill, they would have vanished somewhere. And we know in our past there were so many companies who has vanished, isn't it? Just because they don't have any soft skills. Okay, so these are the reasons why it is important for not only us to have soft skills, but then it is important for every workplace also. Okay, and let us see, already I told you, but here there are some other reasons also why we should learn soft skills. And here, as it is said, many surveys say that 85% of soft skills and 15% of technical skills are required for a workplace to be successful. And here the sentence is containing workplace, but here I will take as for an individual also, it is 85% of soft skills which is needed for him or her to be successful, right? It helps us to build confidence. Okay, when you are confident, you'll be able to face any kind of challenges, you'll be able to build relations. And most of the time when we are not confident, we will not be able to face challenges, we will be scared and we will go somewhere else, and we will even not be able to develop in our career, isn't it? So face daily challenges easily. It helps us to face our daily challenges easily. We know where to answer. We know where not to answer. We know where we should tell what. Okay, and where we should not say something. All these are required for a person to be successful. Yes, and people who have soft skills, they can adapt in any kind of situation. And why is it? Because they can build relation with people. And how they can build relation? Through their communication. So communication is the first and foremost thing. And in this training going forward, okay, on the second day, that is tomorrow, we will learn how to build our communication skill, and that is the most important aspect of soft skills, I can say. When you just focus on your hard skills, it will help you to enter a company, but it will not help you to grow there. If you want to grow as a manager, if you want to grow as a team leader, even if you want to start your own business, for everything soft skills are required. Okay, it helps us to maintain good relationship, make appropriate decisions. Yes, this is also one of the main thing why soft skills should be learned. When your mind is at calm, you will be able to understand what is the problem and how you are going to solve it. If you are not at calm, if you are always stressed, if you always keep on crying like I have got this problem, I have got that problem, in that case what happens? You will not be able to think about the solutions. And when you are at calm, your mind is at peace, and you will be able to think about a problem from all the directions. And that is when you will be getting the perfect solution of that problem. And that is what our corporates need nowadays. as we are moving more forward, due to this technology, due to the current pandemic, various things are going to change, right? People with skills would be valued more, and people with skills, that is hard skills plus soft skills, they will be valued more than them, I can say, right? Communicate effectively. When you know your soft skill, when you have confidence, you know how to communicate with your boss, with other person, with clients, everybody, right? You will be able to influence people, you will be able to develop in your career, and you will be efficient and higher performer, I can say, right? Okay, so what do soft skills do? Soft skills helps us to understand ourselves. The most important thing is to understand ourselves. If we don't understand ourselves, we'll be not able to know actually what ourselves want, and we'll just listen to other people what they want, and accordingly we will behave, right? It enhances our creative thinking. Okay, so when we know soft skill, we will be able to think in a different manner, out of the box thinking, and that is what we know through soft skills, and we should learn soft skills. Problem management, stress and emotional management, leadership, teamwork, communication, all these are needed, right? Okay, so here, the moment we come to know about our strength and our weaknesses, we come to know about our own self. And how can we overcome our weaknesses? That is, we have to face our weaknesses, and we have to use our strength to improve our weaknesses, right? So the other day when I was talking to one person, I asked him about his strengths and weaknesses. So he said his strength is to talk to others. When he can talk to others very fluently, very nicely, and he loves to talk to others. And his weaknesses was he trusts people very easily, right? So how can he overcome his weakness through his strength? Can anybody tell me here? The strength of the person is he was very talkative, and weakness was that he was not able, he was trusting people very easily. So here, how he can use his strengths to improve his weaknesses? Anybody can answer me on this? Very good, Ravi Pathak. Very good answer. Yes. So here, he has to talk to people. He has to analyze people through talking, through probing, right? When you probe people, you will be able to understand. Just a second. Yeah. When you probe people, you will be able to understand exactly what the person wants, right? This is just an example for you to understand how we can use our strengths to improve our weaknesses, right? And I know you people know about all these things, but might be you don't means practice all these things. When it is like question of weaknesses, we have to face it daily, and that is how we are going to be strong, right? Just a second. Yes, so here I'm going to tell you a story which will help you to understand how you are going to overcome your weaknesses. Okay, so there once was a village near the biggest city in the country that was very special. What was so special about this village was that every villager there was an early adopter of technology, and the village was even more advanced than the big city near it. The village had everything automated, robotized, optimized, and every otherized. Okay, so every otherized means here all the technology they had. Okay, the people in the village had one thing in common, and that was their affinity for new technology and the courage to implement new things all the time. Okay, so they were courageous to always adopt the new technology. They also were the happiest in the whole nation. And even though they were geeks about the technology, they were a very tight knit community that knew and helped each other with everything. Okay, so they were very united among each other, and they used to help each other a lot. But there was an outlier, a man that everyone called the village coward. Okay, so who was this man? This man was a village coward. Where everybody was smart in this village, this person was coward. It may seem cruel, but no matter how much anyone tried to help this young man, he was always afraid of everything and anyone he didn't know well. The villagers helped the young man with different therapies and techniques, but they always failed. Okay, I'm getting so many marks here on my screen. Even the village spirit. Why I'm getting so many marks here?
Ma'am, can you please press the control plus Z?
Control plus
Z.
control Z. No, it's
Yeah,
not
ma'am.
going.
Ma'am,
It's
please.
not going.
Somebody is disturbed.
I can. No.
Somebody wanted to doing this.
I am not able to remove this. What should I do? Okay, now it is gone. People, please don't disturb. If you don't want to learn, it doesn't mean that others also don't want to learn, right? So it's a kind
Excuse me, you
request.
can
Please do not
in
disturb.
settings you can put off you don't.
Sorry. Oh, slide has gone. Just a second. I'm so sorry.
Don't give access to anyone.
Take your time, ma'am.
Don't give access to anyone.
Okay. So we were here that there was an outlier, a man that everyone called a village coward. Okay, so here this man was a coward. It may seem cruel, but no matter how much anyone tried to help this young man, he was always afraid of everything and anyone he didn't know well. Okay, so he was afraid of everybody. If he had faced any stranger at that point of time, this person was very much scared to talk to that person. Okay, the villagers helped the young man with different therapies and techniques, but they always failed. Okay, now anybody can tell me why the villagers failed here? The villagers wanted to help this coward person to be strong and confident, but then why they were failing? Can anybody please tell me?
Because he is not wanting to learn.
Yes, he didn't want to learn, and it was he was not internally motivated to be smart or confident. So this applies to you also, right? If you yourself don't want to be confident, don't want to develop your soft skills, your hard skills, nobody from outside can help you. There must be an internal motivation, and then only you'll be able to help yourself, right? So even the village spiritual guru couldn't help him when the villagers brought the village coward. Okay, so when this coward was taken to the spiritual guru, at that point of time, also this person didn't improve at all. Then one day, the young man had enough and asked the village spiritual guru for help himself. I want to overcome cowardice and I am willing to do anything you ask of me. Okay, so this is not like the last time I was forced to see you, I promise. Okay, so the moment this person knew that he should improve himself, he went to the guru himself and he spoke to the guru that I want to be confident, I don't want to be coward anymore. And nobody wants to be coward, nobody wants to have that self esteem all the time, right? So there are some people who cannot who are not willing to develop, and they always keep on thinking what others are thinking, right? And the moment when you think what others are thinking, you will not be able to do anything. And you know why? Because you will be in a protected shell and you will never be able to come out of that shell, right? But the moment you will start thinking what you want and you will stop thinking what others want, you will be able to come out of that shell of yours and you will be able to find your confident you, I can say. You will meet the true yourself, right? So let us proceed further in this story. The spiritual guru looked at the young man and said, I am ready to teach you how to overcome cowardice, but under one condition. The young man promised he would do what the spiritual guru would ask of him. So the guru continued, first you must go and live in the big city for 1 month. While you are there, you must tell every person you meet that you are a coward. Okay, so why he was coward? Because he didn't used to talk to anybody, right? Whenever he used to see any stranger, he used to be scared, and that's why this guru told him you should go to a city where in why city? Because in the city he didn't know anybody and everybody was stranger to him, and he had to face his problem, that is talking to the strangers. So the guru said, while you are there, you must tell every person you meet that you are a coward. When you go for coffee or a walk or to a movie, you must look every person you meet into their eyes and loudly but friendly say that you are a coward. Okay, so this person had to go and talk to every person and say them that he was a coward. The young man went home and thought over the task he was given by the guru. Naturally, he felt scared and overwhelmed by it, but he kept thinking about it for the next couple of days. Finally, he decided to do as he was told by the guru and he traveled to the city. Now, this happens to you also. Maybe suddenly somebody comes to you and tells you, you have to give a presentation before the clients and you get scared, right? And after going to home, you keep on thinking how I'm going to give the presentation, how should I prepare, and this and that. And finally, you make your mind, yes, I have to give the presentation, and this is how I'm going to give it. Right? Maybe for the first time, you will not be that much good in your presentation. But as you keep on giving presentation, finally, you will become a confident presenter, a good presenter, I can say. Right? So here also, this man finally he decided to do as he was told by the guru and he traveled to the city. In the first couple of days in the city, the young man couldn't talk to anyone, not even, just a second, okay, not even to say hi. Whenever he tried to talk to someone, he lost his voice as soon as he looked at the person's eyes. After about a week, he felt like giving up, but the thought of being afraid all the time was just not acceptable to him. Okay, so he tried again, and finally, one day, he mustered up the courage to tell one random person that he was a coward. After doing so, he decided that it was enough for one day. The next day, he managed to tell more people that he was a coward. So he continued, and with each day passing, his voice sounded louder, his eye contact with the person improved, and his body stopped shivering when talking to a different person. Soon the young man was not scared anymore to talk to strangers and admit that he is a coward. Even though he had no more issues of telling others his condition, he continued to do so as he had promised the Guru. Finally, the month passed and the young man could return to the village. Once, just a second. Okay. So he told the Guru that not only he had admitted his lack of courage to everyone he had met, but he had also made many new friends. The young man felt proud that he had overcome cowardice, but was wondering how the Guru knew this task would help him to do so. The Guru replied, "You see, cowardice is a habit. If you want to overcome it, you have to practice by doing things that scare you. That is what you did each day until you came back, and as a result, you have overcome cowardice with a habit of courage. Now that you have learned this secret, you can implement it everywhere. All you need to do is replace one habit with another step by step." So, this applies to you also. You have to overcome your fear by facing it, right? And this is what we come to know through this story. Now, here, how you will be able to know yourself. Okay, there are few questions. Okay, there are few questions you should ask to yourself to make yourself confident. I know there are many of you who are confident a lot, yes, but then we should know how we can know ourselves. Self awareness is very important nowadays. Because of this, I can say, serials and all, we have stopped reading books, and that is why we don't know ourselves, right? Reading books, in the sense, I want to say the self help books or the story books which our writers wrote. Okay, so these questions would help you. What 5 to 10 traits do I feel define me? So you have to write 5 to 10 traits which defines you. Okay, maybe your strengths, your weaknesses. 10 words would others choose to describe you. So there would be some other qualities which other people chooses to describe you, that you are very friendly, you are very jolly, right? And which role do I play in my group of friends? When you are in a group of friends, which role do you play? Are you very shy, or you are very enjoying, you behave like a leader, or you help everybody, right? How would a stranger see me? If a stranger sees you, how he will what is the thing which will come to his mind first, right? What do I want others to think about me? Okay, so all these questions are very important to know about yourself. So this is a an activity which you can do at home. It is known as Johari window model, right? Here in open area, you will write all the adjectives. I mean, all the qualities which you have, which you know and the others know. right? And here in the hidden area, you will write all the qualities which you have, means only you know and others don't know. And in the blind spot, you will be asking your friends to write all the qualities which they know about you, but you might not know. And unknown, there are some qualities which are there within our inner self, but those doesn't come out ever. You have to write all those things. Yes. And this is a very good activity, I can say, to know yourself. The moment you see this in a page, you will come to know which all are the areas where you should improve and which all are your strengths. Yes. Then know your values. What are your strengths, I can say here. From childhood, our parents have taught us so many values, that you should be honest, you should be hardworking, caring, kindness, helping, sharing. But then as we grow up, we forget about all such things, right? So we should remember, recall all those values which our parents had taught us. And apart from that, we have to acquire more and more values within ourselves, so that we can leave a legacy for others, we can add value in the life of others, right? Then comes, keep a journal to identify yourself. So you might know that there are some people who writes diary all the time. Okay, that is because they want to see to their past what has happened. But nowadays we don't have that much time. Even we are not that much interested. So what you can do is this: whatever is happening, if you feel like you have to write, you can write. And if you have any idea, you can write that idea also. Otherwise you can draw anything. So all these will help you to reflect within you, what do you want and how can you be confident within you. Vision and mission. There should be some mission in your life, that this is what I want to achieve. Just close your eyes and see yourself where you want to be. And you know what is said, the world will come together to make your dream true. Okay, so if you have read the book The Secret, you will come to know about this, right? In that book, it is written that whatever is in your mind, if you want it truly, it will happen. But then you also have to work behind it. You have to do hard work. Okay. So it doesn't mean that I want to be confident, but I don't want to talk to anybody. I will not read any self-help books. No, that is not acceptable. Right? You have to come out of your protected shell. You have to talk to people. You have to read various self-help books. You have to adapt all those things, means good things which you are seeing around you, and change yourself, improve yourself accordingly. Yes. And then you have to identify your strengths and weakness. This I already told you. And question your thoughts. Sometimes, most of the time what happens, our mind always thinks negative. Okay, most of the time, that is 90% time we think negative. And if we think that we are scared and we will not be able to do this, the moment you think that I will not be able to do this, or I can't do this, just remember, you will not be able to do that. You can't means you can't. If you are saying to your mind that I can't, that means you can't. But then the moment if you say I can, definitely you will be able to win anything you want. You will achieve anything you want. And these all traits will help you to develop your confidence. Okay. And the moment you are confident, the moment you are developing all your soft skills, you will be a successful you will enter a good corporate, and then you will develop also in your career. It's not like you are entering in a corporate and you are stuck there. So here Coding Chakra has come up with such a nice training program for you. Both your hard skills and soft skills would be developed here, right? And I hope you should take this opportunity to develop both your hard skills and your soft skills. Okay, so here there is a small video. I want you to watch this video and then analyze it to understand what is the problem which is there in this video, right? Shall I play the video, guys? Are you ready to watch this?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay.
Can you see it? Worst is over. The monsters in my head are scared of love. Finding people. Listen up.
Oh, hey, Susie, I need that data I asked for next week. We have a big meeting with corporate coming up. If you could do that, it'd be great.
Yeah, I'll get right on.
Thanks. Hey, Susie. Yeah, I'm about to go meet with corporate right now. Do you have those numbers I asked for?
No, you didn't give me specific times. I didn't get them to you.
What are you doing? I told you last week I needed these numbers at the beginning of the week on my desk, ready to
You
go.
didn't give me specific times.
I am going to look like a joke. Are you serious? I
I'm so
cannot do
sorry.
this.
I'll get right on that.
I'm going to have to send you an email. You're going to. Giving unspecific deadlines is a poor form of communication. Always give detailed deadlines whenever you communicate a need. In addition, a good leader will make a note to schedule a pre-deadline check to ask about the progress the employee has made. Send me an email office. Please meet me there after this meeting. I swear to God.
Okay, I'm really sorry.
You have an extraordinary background, and what do you say about the job?
Mr. Butcher, I was able to get the numbers that you asked me to get.
Why are you interrupting me? I'm in the middle of an interview right now. First of all, you didn't knock. Second of all, I have a secretary, and that's why I pay her. Can you please go to her and use her next time? Negative emphasis discourages future employees from joining a firm. Negative comments from a leader to an employee ultimately makes them a discouraged worker and decreases work output. Do not let the door hit you on the way out. Now go. Go. Wow, I've been trying to get rid of him for like the last 3 weeks now. So what do you say? You want the job?
Well, I think I'm just gonna think about it and get back to you.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
It was nice meeting
Yeah.
you.
I'll send you an email. Yeah. Come in.
Roger gave me last month's sales report, so I'd like to go those.
All right. Excellent. Thank you.
Anytime.
Jeez. All right. You know what? I'm sick of this. I'm done. Roger, what is this? This is the second month in a row. This is garbage. This literally looks like you took 3 crayons and simultaneously drew scribbles in circles. I don't know what this is. How can I show this to anyone?
I don't know, boss. I mean, if you can give me some feedback.
You know what? Run thin straights, Roger. Thin straights. He is so done. I am done. Fired. Right now. Oh, you're still here, man? Yeah, you might want to check your email.
Who the hell fires someone over email? Are you kidding me?
Bullshit. Messaging through email is not always a reliable way of communication. A good leader will talk to an employee individually, face to face, about the lack of input rather than the improper way of sending an email.
So according to you, what was the communication problem here? Anybody can tell me?
Yeah, actually, the boss have a communication problem. Like they are talking rudely with their employees.
Yeah. So, what was the problem? Means, firstly, he had uh, given some work to that girl, and he didn't give the deadline, right?
Yeah.
And suddenly he went and he started talking to, asking for the work from that lady. But then she said, "You didn't ask me, you didn't tell me the deadline, then how can I work?" So it is very important to give the deadline.
Yeah, ma'am. This is very important.
Yes. And the next thing is this, that you cannot insult any employee in front of anybody.
Yeah, yeah.
If you want to give feedback, you have to take that person to your cabin, and then accordingly you have to give feedback to that person. Yes?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. And apart from that, there was another problem. The person, he didn't do well in his sales. His performance was not that good, and he fired him without giving any chance of improvement. So what was lacking here?
Like they are not like he's always like behaving like rudely, and like he's not giving the chance to improve their performance.
Awesome. So the problem here is this manager did not have any kind of soft skills. Am I right?
He
Yeah,
doesn't
ma'am.
have
You're right.
reason
Yes.
that-
So if he would have soft skill, he wouldn't have behaved in this way. And yes, after maybe his company would work for 2 to 3 years if he is the owner and founder of this company. But later on, he would be fired from there, or maybe his company would have been closed.
Ma'am, like his company hasn't closed.
Might be. We
Might
don't know.
be, yeah.
Just an,
Might be, yeah, might be.
just an example.
Yeah, yeah, ma'am.
Yes. So even if you see, like if you go to your manager and there is one manager, when you are going to his cabin, he doesn't smiles at you. He didn't ask you to come in to sit down, or when you are talking about the problem, he didn't respond to you properly, right? Would you approach that manager again? Yes.
Yes,
You-
ma'am. Once we will.
You would not like to, if there is pressure that yes, you have to approach that manager, you will, but from heart you wouldn't be approaching that smoothly.
Yeah, ma'am. That is smoothly. We can't approach.
Yes. But then if there is another manager who talks to you very nicely, who understands you, who smiles back at you, you will go to that person and you will talk about everything to that person, because he is approachable, isn't it?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay.
And we will take the interest to talk to him and work on time.
Yes, correct. So here, do you have any questions, people? As we will move forward in this training, we will also learn about how to communicate in English and what all are the tips which will help you to improve your English. We will also learn the interview skills and a few corporate writing styles, like how to write an email, how to write a cover letter. All this we are going to cover in the days to come. So do you have any question on today's training on the soft skills?
Ma'am, today's training was awesome for my side.
Thank you. Can I know your name?
Ma'am, my name is Abhishek Jha.
Okay, Abhishek. Abhishek, thank you so much. You like the training, and I hope you will develop your soft skills also.
Yeah, ma'am. I'm also working on it.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes. So here, Ravi, you have asked me whether in interview soft skill has more weightage. Yes, Ravi, soft skill has weightage. As I already told you, they nowadays they will ask you questions like if there is a stressed situation, they will give you a situation and how you are going to face it, or even they can ask you, did you face any kind of stress or deadline in your company, and how did you handle the pressure over there? There would be lots of question, and through this question they will be analyzing your soft skills.
Yeah, 4 more slides are there now. You can go on, continue with it.
Slides. Okay, yeah. Okay, 1 minute. No, I have this much slides only.
After Vivekananda, that one.
Vivekananda, yeah, this one. This is just a quotation I wanted to show you. That is, you cannot believe in God until you believe in yourself. So when you believe in yourself, that is the time when you believe on God, because God is within us, I can say.
Yeah.
And when you believe in yourself, you are confident. And I am telling you, the moment when you will believe in yourself, you will see magic happening.
Yeah, ma'am, you're right, ma'am.
Yes. And if you don't believe in yourself, you cannot achieve anything. And that is what Vivekananda wants to tell you. So there would be many people, they keeps on cursing God, this happened and God didn't help me. Oh God, please help me. And they won't work on
Ma-
that.
Ma'am, we have to do everything on ourselves, not
True.
like God not like help us whatever. We will not to do any work, and God will help us to I will get any kind of work like.
Yes, you have to do the hard work, and
Yeah,
God is there to help you.
yeah, ma'am.
So when you will be
We
hard,
have to work. We
Hmm.
have to uh first of all we have to believe on ourselves, then God will help us.
Awesome. Yes, correct. So rather than blaming God, we have to see our inner self. So every morning, you just take a diary and write your gratitude. Say thank you to God. Say thank you for everything, and see positivity in everything. And that will definitely help you to change your mind. And another thing you can do is this: you have to read self help books like The Secret, or the 7 effective habits the highly thinking mind have. Okay, all these books, if you read, that is definitely going to change your mindset. And once you change your mindset, you are going to be successful. And you know what is said? It is 80% of your mindset and 20% of your skill which helps you to be successful, right? So from
Yes,
your
ma'am.
mind, first of all, you should be a winner. It's not like you are winner for everybody but not winner for yourself. First of all, you have to make your mind, yes, I can do it. And you will definitely be able to do it, and do whatever you want to do, not what the world wants you to do. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Ma'am, will you share this presentation with us?
Yes, I will talk to my other team members, and we will decide on this and we will send it to you.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Any other question, guys?
No, ma'am.
You can.
No,
Other
ma'am, I don't have any question.
question. Okay. Okay, so I hope I had given you value through this training. You had learned something through this training.
Yeah, ma'am, I have learned much more.
Let's stop sharing the screen now.
Guys, any doubts? Hello?
No, sir. Yeah, no, sir. I don't have any
It's
doubt.
all good to wind up. Hello?
Yes, sir.
All good to wind up.
Yeah.
So we'll meet tomorrow same 2:30 we'll start, and it's a training from 2:30 to 5 o'clock.
Okay, sir.
With 10 minutes of break in between. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Okay.
So all good to go.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So shall we end the meeting now, or you have any doubt?
Sir.
No, sir. Thank
No,
you,
sir.
sir, for everything.
doubt.
Have a nice day.
Yeah. Any feedback? You guys can either email us, or either you can email us, or you guys can ping me on WhatsApp. My name is Zamir. You could find my email. I'll just put it across my name for the feedback. You can DM me.
Yes, sir. Sure. We will give the
Okay.
feedback, sir.
Thank you, and all the
Okay,
best.
sir. Thank you, sir. Have a
Bye.
good day.
Have a great
Bye.
evening. Have a pleasure evening, guys. Catch you
You too,
tomorrow.
sir.
Can you share these videos?
Pardon?
Can you share these videos?
Well, we are talking with the management, and we are supposed to have one meeting now. Suppose that meeting will definitely decide what has to be done about the recordings and the material. Definitely we'll get back to you with a positive feedback. Yeah.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Have a pleasure evening, guys. Catch you tomorrow. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.